Hello everyone and welcome to Smart Home Tech. Today I'm going to talk about a product which I've been waiting for a very long time. You know how much I love LED lights, controlling different type of LED lights, and I've been using a lot of MiBoxer products, in fact trying Globapto and anything available in the market. But there was one constant challenge that even though you find a very good controller, this remote available. So these are all RF remotes. They work great. In the last episode, we talked about the Zigbee product. That remote is also there. But these are RF control. There is no privacy issues or something. Very stable. So now, with Wi-Fi out, now we have another product, which is RGB+CCT. Again, it can control all the different type of lights available. But this is only 2.4G RF controller, right? So it's our radio frequency. Again, similar, if you're not looking for, Wi-Fi connectivity at all, you're looking for complete privacy, that's probably the best bet there. Now, in the last episode, we talked about this MiBoxer Zigbee and RF controller. So this is kind of a very new product, and this fixes one problem, that if you go with RF controller, then connecting all those controller to Alexa is a little bit pain. You have to use something called like gateway, and that's kind of a challenge, right? But still, it's doable, it's manageable. Only problem is this gateway is only supported by MiBoxer app. It's not supported by a common ecosystem like Tuya, Smart Life, or so you can control it through Alexa, but you can't create a combination of activities. If the sensor is there, then turn on the lights and all that. So what I prefer is that all the devices should work with Alexa first. Plus, as much as possible, they should be able to talk to each other using either Alexa or using a native product like a Smart Life is my choice of product for that purpose. So I use, when I'm buying the product, that's what I look for. So this is why this RF one is a little bit of problematic, right? Because it only works with MiBoxer. So there are some limited controls you can have it. But frankly, for a small light setup, if you're looking for like 4 small LED lights, all has to be controlled through remotes. You're very well good with buying a simple, RF controller and get it done. Now with Zigbee, you do have the privacy because it's not connected to the cloud every time. It only connects to the Zigbee hub. So you can basically control everything, and it's supported by Tuya Smart Life. So that becomes much better combination in that sense, as well as you have the RF controller. So your existing remotes, if you have this type of one which you connect to the wall and you can use it as a regular switch, this one is probably a good one. Right, so you can use multiple combinations. For Zigbee, there's a new remote available, which also works. So if you're a Zigbee controller, you add both these devices to the Zigbee hub, and then now you can map all these buttons to control different lights to it. So that's why Zigbee is kind of better. Plus, with Zigbee or Wi-Fi, you get the music sync support also. So if you're looking for your lights to change based on the music, some party or something, that is possible. So that's why Zigbee and RF is probably the best combination available right now. So now let's take a look at the new product, right? But before I do that, so even though whatever we have, we need some sort of power supply to basically provide power to these LED controllers. They don't work without it. And I have different type of power supply based on that. And every time I buy a product, I have to buy the right power supply. So we don't want to worry about that, and today's product solved that problem. So as you can see on the image, this is the RGB controller we are looking at. This is 75 watts of power, which is pretty much sufficient for most of the LED lights you're gonna install in your kitchen or living room or dining or wherever. So it has not only the LED controller in it, which supports, as you can see, Wi-Fi and 2.4G. Right. Plus, at the same time, it doesn't need an separate power supply. So let's take a look at the product. So this is the product. Again, MiBoxer. I somehow think MiBoxer is creating a lot of products, almost similar design, same everything. Only thing is that it's supporting multiple protocols, which makes it perfect. to use and mostly make it more stable, right? So let's take a look at this product. All the features and everything is there. The model name, as you can see, is WL5 P75 V24. So this is 24 volt controller at this point. It's also available in 12 volt also, but right now it's hard to find and buy it, but it's coming very soon for that model as well. And right now it's Wi-Fi and 2G, like Zigbee and RF controller more than this one. But right now that Zigbee plus that combination is not available with this. But given the combination and how sleek it is, you don't have to, buy a different power supply and then connect and all that. I think this is pretty good. So let's open it up. So you got a small menu there. And here's the start of the show. So you can see this is fit and finish is beautiful, look really good, and I have these screw mount holes already there, so you can basically put it on top of any LED lights you want to control. So you put it, and then a pretty simple method, your RGB wires will go inside it, and you can see the colors, the power, the warm white, cold white, RGB, right? Plus this is the power connection, which directly connects to your power supply, and that way it controls the LED light. So no more two different devices. Would I prefer a Zigbee plus RF combination? Of course, but so far it's not available. Probably it will be available in the next 6 months or so. But at this point, I believe this is the best product. So let's give it a try. Strip the wire. We'll connect it to these clips, which allows connecting two wires. So this is an old power cable, as you can see, used for probably some computer or something. So I used it, cut it, create the ends. Now it's ready to be connected. So brown wire is the load wire, and here the black wire is the load wire. So we'll connect them together. All three wires. This will now plug it in. Let's open up the terminal. So these are the terminal. The wire will go from here, connect to all the ports. You can read the correct ports here. So these screws were hard to take it out with this electronic screwdriver, so needed to get this one. It's connected, all the wires, as you can see. Wires are connected. On the top right corner, you can see the LED light is there, which is gonna turn it on. So it's the moment, testing, turn it on. Power is off, let's turn it on. Quickly press. And you can see the light is blinking 3 times to confirm it's been paired. And now we can change the color of the light, make it a white light. If I press W and put it in the center, if I click RGBR, you get red, green, blue, completely. This is all RGB+CCT light, and as well as I can pick the manual modes, which will make it change colors automatically. You can pick another mode, and that will work as well. Now let's take a look at this panel, the color panel. So I change it to white. Now I can move it as I'm moving my finger. You can see the color is changing here, and that's the beauty of it. So you control that part. We'll say white again, and now you can control the dim, how much dim you want it. And just so you know, right now it's using very low power. So as you can see right now, the LED power used is just 1 watt. Now this is another thing. This won't happen if you are connecting a power supply and one of the LED controllers. So I will not go to that low power. We tested in the last episode. It was using about, once you go down below 6 watt of power, it start making a noise. So which is not good. And I have this another headlight which actually has the same thing. You can't dim the light all the way. But with this controller, as you can see, it's going into 1 watt. And if I move it a little bit more power, let's see how it changes. See, the number is changing. It's 140 watt. It should reflect in a bit. And now it's taking 6 watt of power, and still 7 watt is there. If I take it to the complete height, the maximum possible, you can see that since I have a very small LED strip connected, that's why it's taking 10 watt of power, which is the expected watt of power for this particular light. And that's the beauty of it. You can bring it down, you can take it up as much as it can go. RF control works beautifully. The same way, if you want to connect to another remote, the same method is there. You press on 3 times, turn off the power, press button on 3 times, and you're good. So I screw in this cover, and as you can see, that base plate, the wires are really neat and tightly pinned in there. So there's no chance they can go anywhere out, right? So I would say it's one of the best implementation so far. I put the cover. So we tested with RF. Now it's time to test with connecting to the Wi-Fi controller. So I have this app opened, the Smart Life app. So that's the one to download. And in the previous episode, we already went through how to set up the Zigbee and all that. So you probably are aware of it. We're gonna add the device. Click plus. We press add device, and we turn on the power. And this way we should be able to see. Give it permission, and it already discovered the device. I'm gonna put the password. So it took a few minutes. The light is flashed 3 times, so it's connected, and now you can see even the blue light here is stable. This blue light is no more on and off blinking. So now let's give it a new name. Now let's connect. Click done. The app is opened, and this is exactly what we expect. We can move. The color is changing. Should be able to see the color changing here. Adjusted the light, so you should be able to see on the top left corner. You can see right now the color is changing as I'm moving my hand. It's completely controllable. We can press in the center. Right now we're on the color column. We can go to the white column and in fact convert it to warm white versus pure white also. Different modes. You can change it to the environment or a photo or something. And as you can see, this is beautiful. Now let's go to the music mode. Grant permission. Click OK. So I'm playing some music. And you can see the light is reacting to it. Even when I'm speaking, it will work. So let me pause it. And you can see as I'm speaking to you, it's sometime able to pick up that as well. Back to the color mode, there were 2 other modes. How much brightness you want, we can control it here. How much brightness is needed. Plus how much saturation is needed, that also you can control. This would be good if you are having a color there. You can see how color is moving as I'm moving the control panel. Right, so the app does everything, plus you, as usual, you can plan your things, schedule it, or rhythmic, power and behavior, and a lot of other functionality. So you're getting almost every functionality Tuya is offering. Now let's check the last one more test. We call it tube lights. Let's see if we can control it using the voice. Alexa, turn off tube light. And I didn't have to do any special configuration for Alexa to work. This is a one-time configuration. You go to the app, connect the app skill to Amazon Alexa, and then anytime you have a device here, Alexa already know it and can control it. Alexa, turn on tube light. And as you can see, the light is controllable that way. Alexa, change tube light color to blue. So as you can see, we have different methods to control it. You can use the app to control it. You can use all these different remotes are there. You can put these two on like on the wall to look better. These are exclusive, very beautiful looking light controller. They look very nice on the wall. So this will be very good product in that sense. Plus, you can use the remote where you can control, 4 lights. This remote also controls 4 lights. This is also, you can put it on the wall. Has the, holes on the back to put it. Now, we looked into it. So this is a single product which is giving you all the functionality. You can control it any way you want. Right now, it's Wi-Fi and RF control. You don't need to use Wi-Fi if you're looking for more privacy. You can just control it, put a light, connect to it, and then use one of these controllers to control it. I would say it's a single light. I would say control it this way. And every time you're pressing, you can see the LED light here keeps blinking. So that's kind of giving a sign that a control is coming its way. Now let's take a look at it, how you can get hold of this product. This is WL5 P75 24 volts. So all your LED strips you have should be 24 volt for this model to work. This is 75 watt. It can supply up to that power. RGB plus CCT. This is dimming. One of the best controllers so far. I've tested all the different combination. It's really, really smooth and works really, really well. Plus we have built-in power adapter, support Tuya, smart home, and you can connect it directly to the power, 100 to 240 volt, one single power connector which does everything. So you can see it's 24 volt plus 3 amp, resulting to about 72, so 75 watt is what is available there. Wi-Fi 2.4G, RF distance is 30 meter, and it's able to, if you have multiple lights available, then it can jump through it automatically. As you can see, 16 million colors, saturation adjustable, brightness adjustable, as well as without flicker. That's the key. Without flicker is very important. Color temperature, you can adjust it. All these different reports. I showed you a couple of remotes which you can use. This is a new report recently came out. Maybe if that's what you want to put it on the wall, you can use that too. And as I was saying, signal transmitting. So if you have multiple light fixtures, it will automatically, transfer the signal to more. Here is another set of features available for this biorhythm based on, the sun. Light changes, multiple scenes, group control. You can control multiple lights with this one remote. And then device sharing, time setting, usual all different type of automations possible. Plus you can see music rhythm, group control. It's already there. There is another product, this one, which is CL5, not WL5. Now this one is only RF. So 2.4G is the only one. So in case you really don't want a product which, has Wi-Fi capability, at this point you can buy this product. It's actually about $3-4 cheaper than the other product. So, and has almost similar functionality. Only thing missing is that all the color temperature changes and all that has to be done through the remote. There is no Wi-Fi app where you can do it. You can do it with a MiBoxer app, in which case you will be using RF controller, 2.4G gateway for that purpose. And that way you can still set it up, but music rhythm and all that would be missing. Now here is the product and the price for it. It's about $28. I would say don't buy WL4, buy WL5. And that way, whatever the it has the 5 channels, all the different lights possible combination. You just connect the wires you have. Even you have a single color wire, just connect only those to power and single color, and that will be controlled that way. Hope you like this particular review for this product, and My personal recommendation is there. It's brand new product, so obviously it can have some issues in terms of longevity and all that. And in terms of functionality, what you're getting from this product is just beyond what I was expecting. There's a lot of effort goes into preparing this video, so make sure to like, subscribe, and share with your friends so we can keep creating more videos. If you have any kind of questions or comments about this product, put it in the chat and we'll look. Thank you for joining.